Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to give you a review and a demonstration of this little microphone which I've got from my GoPro Hero 2. One of the biggest complaints about the GoPro Hero 2 is that its audio is crap. In fact, I will demonstrate that just now. I'll turn it on and do a video of this. What I've got just now at the moment, I've got the GoPro Hero 2 in its skeleton case. So if you take this out, you can see there's a hole in between so I can stick my finger through. And that helps get audio to the microphone at the bottom there. However, hold on, let me just start recording. Okay, so this is the sound that we get from the GoPro Hero 2 when it's out of its case, and you can see the microphone down there. So if I go closer, it gets a little bit louder and a little bit crapper. However, the skeleton case does help with keeping some audio compared to the non-skeleton case. Because the non-skeleton case, you cannot hear anything. It's just blip, 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 tiny little noises. So with this, I can hold it out here and I can go jogging, and it keeps a lot of wind away from the actual sensor there. So it's quite a good one if you don't really mind about the audio too much. However, what I thought is that the audio is still a bit tinny, a little bit like high pitched. So I thought I'd get myself a microphone. Now, one of the microphones I was using is my Rode microphone, which I've got up here. I was trying to go for runs with that, but I'm holding a microphone and a camera and all that kind of stuff. It just wasn't really working. So in the end, I went and got myself the Sony, I'll have to figure out what it's called again, the Sony ECM-DS70P microphone, stereo plug-in power key, it calls it. So this has no power, has no power source, has no battery to go into it. But what we'll do is we'll put it in here, and this takes a little while. Oh, right, taking audio from the microphone. Now what I'll say is that this is now a stereo microphone, as you can see by the bits at the top. However, for this, it comes out the side, so it's not really giving me left and right. What I need is an extra connector, so where it comes up and it goes left to right. However, it does work. You do hear from the top and you do hear from the bottom. So if you have headphones on and we go from the GoPro here, you'll hear me probably coming in from your left, and now you'll probably hear me coming more in from the right. So it works. But what it is, because it's got no power supply, it's very low volume. So I'm having to edit this all the time in Final Cut Pro, where I'm having to increase the loudness and the volume by about 4 or 5 decibels for every shot that I'm doing. There's also a little bit of a, I don't know if it's from the microphone, I think it's from the camera itself, where there's like a bumping noise, like a mechanical something going on in the background. So if I stay quiet and you listen, I'll put the volume up here just now. So there's no real noise in this room whatsoever. So if you're hearing anything there, you probably need to put your speakers up quite high. Then that was probably coming, I think it's coming from either the connector or something like that in there. Quality wise, it's pretty plasticky, pretty flimsy, feels like it's going to break. It does bend like that, which is good, so you can fold off a little bit and you can twist it around like that, so you can have it in whatever position that you want it to be in. But otherwise, yeah. Price wise, it was around about £34, but I'm seeing it on Amazon just now for £52. But it can be anywhere, it's pretty cheap. There are some dodgy second-hand ones, or dodgy kind of fakes that are out there, which just don't work. And they don't, the way you tell that they're fake, they don't come in the proper packaging, which is really helpful because you've already had to buy it and get it. But yeah, so that's, just to let you know, that is the audio which I'm now using from now on whenever I'm doing vlogging with the GoPro Hero 2. I'm using the Sony, I'll just say again, the Sony ECM-DS70P microphone. And it's a little bit better than the inboard mic, especially when you pull this out. And it takes a wee while, so you've always got to make sure you can't just go slam that in and go, oh, is it working now? Because it takes a second for it to get the audio from this. So that's the review of this little microphone for the GoPro.